cover shoulder holder.
There you go. I'm sure he's not a mess out.
Exactly.
How do you set your screens up so that you're still able to see when you're doing more counties?
Good input.
Breakout? That's what I'm missing.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm
Good.
at PB on the slider bar, 10 foot on each forehead. For the center.
We're getting good audio from you.
Are we ready? Oh, okay. Hello, everybody from Hobart Arena in Troy. You are watching the Miami Valley Freeze tournament. Sorry I'm late getting up here today, but we're ready to get going. The Beavercreek Beavers against the Springboro Panthers. The Panthers are ahead 1-0. The Beavers are in the white uniforms with the black trunks. The Springboro Panthers are in the navy blue. Here comes Chase Newroth. Chase lost the puck behind him. Here come the Panthers. There's a lead pass that was too far ahead and carries the length of the ice for icing. In goal for Beaver Creek is Gabe Horseman. And for Springboro, it's Landon Schroeder. Panthers up 1-0. Here comes Sanders. Grayson Sanders gets it back to Belanger at the right point. Shot blocked. And another shot and a save. They rebound along the far boards. Panthers maintain possession in the Beavercreek zone. Sanders lost the puck. The Beavers clear it, and it'll be icing against Beavercreek. Hayden Drake back on the ice now for the Beavers with Malik and Calander and Haywood. Brown tries to flip the puck in front. Beavers steal it. Here's Ethan Malik, a shot, and Schroeder the save, and he'll hold on to it. These two teams met on December 5th, a couple of weeks ago, and Springboro winning that game at South Metro Rink 3-0. We've got just 1 minute left in this opening period. Pass to Kilgore, intercepted by Evan Schrader. He gets a shot off, and that's a pad save by Landon Schroeder. Rebound cleared the length of the ice. It's icing against Springboro. So 53 seconds left in the period. The Beavers have a chance with a face-off down in the Panther zone. Sanders against Newroth. Sanders wins it. Here come the Panthers the other way. It's Detmer. Detmer, a shot, deflects wide. Calander fighting for it in the corner. We've got a whistle. And the puck must have popped out of play. Face off just outside the Beavercreek blue line. It's Newroth against Grayson Sanders. Newroth wins this face off. Back to Calander. Pass up ahead for Vandenbosch. Gets past him down the ice. It's played by Brown of Springboro. Pass intercepted. Calander holds the puck in at the blue line. They get a tip right at the net, and Schroeder has his pads down. He's able to make the stop. 14 seconds left in the period. Pass up ahead for Detmer. Back to teammate Morrow is broken up, and the buzzer sounds the end of the period. Do you know who scored that goal for Springboro? Anybody know?
Liz, you don't.
Nobody knows?
I think I know, but I don't know. You want me to go down and find out? You want me to go down?
Yeah, if you can.
Without knocking.
It's all right. Don't rush. We're going to try to find out who scored the goal for Springboro. Okay. And Beavercreek is road. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. So it was Detmer from number 9.
Carol is number 9.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks. So that goal where Springboro was Charlie Detmer, assisted by Luke Harold. Okay. So the Beavers now have gone 4 periods without being able to dent the Springboro goal and trail it 1-0 in this game. Again, the Beavers in the white sweaters, black trunks. Springboro in the blue. There's a shot saved by Horseman on Grayson Sanders. One-time shot by Detmer. Deflects wide. Newroth chips it into the Springboro zone. Tries to hold it in. Panthers come back the other way. Nice move in front. There's a shot. And Horseman down on the seat of his pants. And there's a whistle. And we've got a penalty coming up on Beavercreek, it appears. Looks like it's going to be Zach Brighting for tripping. And sorry, folks, I'm still suffering from a head cold, chest cold, and so if I'm sounding a little stuffy, that's why. There's a shot and a pad save made by Horseman on Gavin Belanger. Belanger, French pronunciation. It looks like Belanger. Face off in the Beavercreek zone. There's a shot right on. That shot taken by Jones or Huss rather, of Springboro. Dave Huss. Yeah. Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, she found out for me. Here is Dave Huss. Hands the puck off to Sanders, but it's off his stick and the Beavers clear it. Icing waved off. Now back to get it Huss once again. Huss passed at center, too far ahead of Detmer, and it's cleared back into the Springboro zone and popped up over the glass onto the penalty box, right to Zach Brighting, who's in there for another minute 20 due to a tripping penalty. Face off in the Springboro zone. Here's Detmer trying to stick handle through center ice. Over the Beaver line, right wing pass is too far ahead of his teammate. It's run back to the blue line, held by Huss. He hammers one. It's blocked in front. Here's another shot that's blocked from the traffic in front of the net. That shot taken by Huss. Huss again fires. And Sanders tips it wide. Another shot, pad save, Horseman. Huss holds it in, shoots, it deflects wide. Panthers on a one-man advantage, leading 1-0. Another shot is blocked and cleared away. Schroeder will set it up for Dave Huss. Half a minute left in the Panther power play. Here's Charlie Detmer over the Beaver line. Detmer, rink-wide pass for teammate Harold. His pass is intercepted by Hayden Drake, and Hayden will clear it back behind the Springboro net. Here is another rush by the Panthers. Puck dumped in behind the Beaver net. It ricochets back on left wing to Detmer. Centering pass. Intercepted, and the Beavers clear it. Penalty killed off. Panthers put a lot of pressure on the Beaver net during that power play, but Big Haas was able to keep it out. The Beavers will play again tonight at 6 o'clock in the evening against Sylvania Southview. From the face-off, Vandenboss carries to the red line, lost the puck. It's knocked in by Cannon Brown, Cannon Boom Boom Brown, we like to call him. Racing with the puck for the Beavers, Ethan Malik working 1-on-3. Drops it off now to Vandenboss. He's poke checked. Here's Evan Schrader behind the net. Trying to get the puck in front. He's got Malik in front. He's got Vandenboss. There's a backhand shot by Schrader, blocked. Now the Panthers come away with it. Here's Johnson trying to drop it back to the point to Kilgore, but it gets past him back to the Springboro zone. Here's Brown to Huss to Kilgore. Kilgore carries over the Beaver line, trying to center it. There's a shot, and it's just wide of the Beaver net. Kilgore fighting behind the net. Drops it back to the point to Brown. Brown behind the net, but it's intercepted by the Beavers and cleared away, and that'll be an icing violation on the Beavercreek Beavers. So Charlie Detmer assisted by Luke Harold. That is the only score so far this morning. 10:37 to go in the second period. Sanders against New Roth. Chase wins the faceoff to Drake, and Hayden's clearing shot pops up over the glass. And we'll have a face-off. From the draw on the Beaver zone, there's a shot wide of the Beavercreek net. Clearing pass is intercepted. They get a shot away. Save made by Horseman. Puck still live. And it kicks off to the near corner. Sanders holds it in behind the net to teammate Harold. Rims it on this near side to Belanger. Belanger being checked by Drake. Puck held in at the blue line by Keys of Springboro. Gets it back to Detmer. Detmer in the corner, now back opposite corner. There's a centering pass, but no Panther was able to get a tip on it. Here's Matt Haywood the other way. A foot race with Grayson Sanders. Grayson Sanders was able to fight him off the puck and come back with it. Here's Grayson Sanders over the Beavercreek line. Carrying right in front, Grayson Sanders. And he scores on that play. Did they score? Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. I mean, it looked like they were celebrating, but I didn't see. That was a great, so no goal on that. No, that was a great rush by Grayson Sanders from coast to coast, one end of the rink to the other, stick handling through the Beaver defense. Now here's an offside play as Ethan Malik carries the puck in, but Vandenboss had been already over the blue line. Face off just outside the Springboro zone. So Springboro in the all blue uniforms with black trunks lead it 1-0. Beavers in their white sweaters, which usually are their home uniforms, but they are classified as the road team this morning. Here's Jazz Miller, pass to Malik, broken up. The puck is shot right on net. And the save made by Gabe Horseman. Newroth and Corrigan and Briding, Haywood, and Calander on right now for Beavercreek. From the draw, Panthers hold the puck in the Beaver zone. There's a centering pass, tip in front, Horseman down, but the Panthers unable to capitalize on that. Beavers clear the zone. Here's Matt Haywood over the Panther line. He takes a shot. He had Newroth moving in, but he took the shot. It's swatted away by Schroeder. Corrigan behind the net fighting for the puck. Puck comes out to the line. It's held in by Haywood. His shot blocked. Puck steered back to neutral ice by Huss. Zach Briding will dump it right back in. Panthers Murrow is run into the boards. Puck is flipped back into the Springboro zone. Panthers start back out. Here's Huss over the Beaver line. Stops. Looking over on left wing for Harold. Harold checked in the corner by Briding. Loose puck Malik, and Malik is rammed into the boards by Dave Huss. There's a shot the other way by Vandenboss, and Landon Schroeder will make the stop. 7:26 to go in the second period. So we're exactly midway through the game, with the Beavers trailing the Panthers 1-0. From the face-off, here is Charlie Detmer, checked as he entered the Beaver zone. Beavers overtake the puck. Here's Drake. Drake pass at center, broken up by Belanger. Picked up by Ethan Malik. Drop pass intended for Vandenboss, stolen by Detmer. Then Detmer checked by Drake as he entered the Beaver zone. Here's Ethan Malik trying to break back. He's got a teammate in front. That was Corrigan, but it's cleared away. Another rush by the Beavers into the Springboro zone. Drop pass back to who's that? Number 6. Oh, Zach Vandenboss. Here come a shot and a big save by Horseman on a tip by Detmer. Detmer nearly scoring again, and Gabe Horseman able to lay out across the goal mouth and kick the puck out. Clock stopped with 6:07 to go in the second period. There's Murrow against Newroth. Puck rimmed around behind the Beaver net off to the far side. Tyler Calander clears the puck ahead. Not out, however. The Panthers hold it in. There's a centering pass, but Detmer was tied up, so he couldn't get a stick on it. Beavers clear it. Huss drops it off to Johnson. Peyton Johnson over the Beaver line. Drop pass. There's a wrist shot by Kilgore. Oops. Hold on, everybody. I got to get my roster. Hold on a second. drop my Springboro roster on the ground and go get it. Sorry, folks. And when you're trying to hold everything on your lap, it's hard to keep everything up. There's Hayden Drake, a shot. Schroeder the save. Nice rush by Shotgun Drake. Another shot and a stick save by Schroeder. Rebound to center. Malik will, or rather Vandenbosch will dump it back in for the Beavers. Here's Drake, a blast. Pad save by Landon Schroeder. Here's Drew Vandenbosch trying to center the puck. It's behind the net. Four and a half minutes to go in the second period. Here's Vandenbosch, a shot blocked. And now the Panthers will ice the puck to take some of the pressure off their defending zones.
Go, Creek.
From the face-off in the Springboro zone, here comes Grayson Sanders, shot high and wide. Detmer trying to chase the puck down. Jazz Miller was knocked down. There was no call on that play. Panthers hold it in. There's a shot by Detmer, is wide of the Beaver net. Holding the puck at the blue line is Keys, and he's flattened by Neuroth. Panthers still control it, and now it's cleared away, though. Belanger will dump it back in offside. Beavers take it over. There's a poke checked by Belanger, stealing the puck, and a shot up high over the Beaver crossbar. Here's Detmer centering the puck, and it's picked off by Liam Corrigan. Back he comes over the line. He's checked by Keys. Loose puck, back come the Panthers. Here's Grayson Sanders. He's poke checked away by Miller. Here's Ethan Malik with a shot, blocked by Keys. There's a centering pass to Malik, a shot. And it's blocked. There's a Panther down in front of teammate, the goalie, Schroeder. And that, I believe, was Keys. Keys spelled Kies. Orrin Keys. Don't see that name too often. Orrin. Here's Murrow behind the Beaver net. He's bumped off the puck by Drake. Beavers come back. Malik poke checked away before he could move in on the Springboro net. 2:15 to go in the period. Puck stolen away by the Panthers and sent down the ice by Brown, and that'll be an icing violation on Springboro. Well, the first time these two teams met back on December 5th, it was a tight game. Springboro scored one goal in each of the three periods to win it 3-0. They've scored once in the opening period this morning. There's a shot by Drake of Beavercreek, and it's a pad save for Landon Schroeder. Puck cleared away to center. It's poke checked away by the Panthers. Hopkins. And a shot is wide. Pass picked off by Dave Huss. He shoots and it's wide of the Beaver net. Loose puck at the Beaver blue line. Beavers come away with it. Here's Newroth. Sidesteps a check. Moves in, shoots, pad save, rebound! Oh, Haywood had the open net, but tipped it wide on the rebound. The shot by Newroth, and there's a penalty coming up on, I believe, Newroth of Beavercreek, as a Panther player moved in on the Beaver net and he just shoved him down from behind. Oh, but a few moments ago, Newroth took a shot. It was a pad save, and the puck, the rebound came right to Matt Haywood, and he had Schroeder beaten on the near side, but his tip was wide of the net. And now the Panthers will go on a power play. Roughing minor on Chase Newroth. There's a shot. It deflects wide off the stick of Orrin Keys, and now the puck over the glass will have a face-off. Rob Hoppy gets a new puck. From the face-off in the Beavercreek zone, here's Malik. Short-handed the other way, a shot. And Schroeder the save. He'll outlet the puck. Here's Detmer. Pass at center to Sanders. Now to Harold. Luke Harold. Shot, pad save. Rebound triggered back down the ice off the wall. And the Panthers have to circle back. Just 15 seconds left in the period. Here's Detmer at the red line. Detmer around Malik. Over the Beaver line. Drops it back to Detmer. Centering, but nobody's there for the Panthers. And that's how the period will end. Well, one thing positive is that the Beavers stopped the Springboro streak of scoring one goal in every period played in their two games. They finally hold the Panthers scoreless here in the second period, but the Beavers were scoreless as well. So after two periods of play, it remains Springboro 1 and Beavercreek nothing. The one goal the game scored by Charlie Detmer, assisted by Luke Harold. And there's still a power play for Springboro for another minute and 2 seconds when we start the third period. Do you have the commercials ready to go? Okay, I'll throw it to you. So we're going to hear from some of our Beavercreek hockey sponsors, and we'll be back in a few minutes. The score after two periods: Springboro 1, Beavercreek nothing. This is Beavercreek battling Beaver hockey.
Looking for a realtor? Then you should give Rhonda Combo a call. She's associated with Irongate Realty, a top-selling realtor in Greene County, a graduate from Miami University, and she has sold over $280 million worth of homes. She's a long supporter of Beavercreek and Dayton Stealth Hockey. Rhonda says, go Beavers. Check out Irongate Realty today.
Who is this guy? What's up? What are you up to? What advice? Oh my gosh, boy, Matt almost had it down here, that rebound. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, it seems like they're very competitive with this team. You guys are really fighting. I know Schroeder, he seems like a pretty darn good goalie. I mean, they got the first time. Just have to try to win some of these battles in front of the net and try to just flush this net. Sharks. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, because Schroeder he's stopping everything, so you're gonna have to. Yeah.
It takes
Yeah,
a pro to
right.
stop termites. Call Go-To Pros Pest Control for the best protection in town. Steep price increase on your current plan? Call us for a second opinion and review. No termite protection? Don't wait till you find damage. Call Go-To Pros today.
Yeah. Well, we had a good game last night. That team was junior varsity. Yeah, talking about goalies, their goalie last night was. Well,
Hey, hockey
All
fans,
right.
do you feel like you're skating on thin
Good
ice
luck.
with the IRS? Maybe you feel like your retirement planning is in the penalty box. Hey, I'm Curve Miller, Senior Wealth Advisor and Senior Vice President of Russell Total Wealth and Wellness, where we help good people make great decisions so they can have an amazing retirement. Now, when is the last time you took a look at the risk you're taking with your money? It could be time to sharpen your planning so you can pursue a total wealth hat trick with your retirement savings. Don't skate with your head down. Get in the game and pursue your goals with your head up. Now let's get back to the action. Go Creek Hockey.
Concerned about dealing with your players' parents? Need advice on enhancing your players' game day performance? Want to know how to run an effective practice? Finally, a concise guide to help the youth sports coach succeed with players and parents. Hustle and Have Fun is the perfect book for coaches, players, and parents across all youth sports and outdoor activities. Written by retired Air Force Brigadier General and Beavercreek head coach General Greg Gutterman, he's captured 3 decades of hockey coaching experience and put them into 7 practical recommendations for coaches of children, teen, youth, and young adult sports. From training to game day management to communicating with parents, this is your definitive blueprint for becoming an effective player-centric coach. You can do this in Coach Greg Gutterman's Hustle and Have Fun, and A Coach's Guide to Winning Over Players and Parents is your blueprint for teaching character through sports. If you lead, teach, or coach at any level, this is the perfect book for you. Hustle and Have Fun is available at Amazon.com, also BarnesandNoble.com, or at Books A Million or IndieBound. Where'd Craig go? Okay, everybody, we're back ready for the third and final period of play at Hobart Arena in Troy. We're in the Miami Valley Freeze Tournament. Kent Jacobs with you, along with our producer engineer, Craig Newroth. And we are. What is your name? Huh? Oh, Anna Malik. And Anna Malik is our videographer this morning. The Beavers are trailing 1-0. They're in the white sweaters with black trunks. The Springboro Panthers in the purple tops and black trunks. Again, the only goal in this game scored by Charlie Detmer of Springboro. Panthers on a power play for another minute after Chase Newroth there's a big hit by Matt Haywood. He just runs over Luke Harold. And now we're going to have a face-off right at center ice. Sanders against Malik. Malik wins the draw, but the Panthers take the puck over. There's a shot on net and a save made by Gabe Horseman. Gabe and net for the Beavers. Landon Schroeder for Springboro. Grayson Sanders against Ethan Malik in the Beavercreek zone. Puck is dropped. Comes back to Belanger. Centering for Detmer, and he gets a tip on the net. Belanger kicks his stick because they just missed hooking up there. There was a nice centering pass by Belanger to Charlie Detmer. He got a tip on net, but Horseman stopped it. Belanger again, right point. Looking to make a play. Here's a pass over for Huss. Huss drops it off in the corner, but there's a whistle. The Beaver net comes loose. And we'll have another face-off. Just 8 seconds left in the Panther power play. But they do have a face-off in the Beaver zone, so they have time to get a shot off. From the draw, Sanders drops it back to Huss. Puck is centered for Grayson Sanders, and his shot is chopped at but blocked. Beavers back at full strength. There's a shot on net for the Panthers. And that was by Belanger, and it's caught shoulder high by Big Haas. From the draw, here's Drake. Back to Haywood. Tips it ahead. Here come the Beavers the other way. There's a shot. Pad save on Newroth by Schroeder. Puck held in by Drake. Wrist shot is caught by Landon Schroeder. And Beavers will be in action again at 6 o'clock this evening against Sylvania Southview. Here's Drake, a shot, pad save, Schroeder. Rebound near boards. Bangs off the dasher wall behind the net to Newroth. Newroff drops it back to Drake right point. Hands it off to Matt Haywood, and he gets a backhand shot on goal, and the save is made by Schroeder. He catches it. Beavers change with the stoppage. We've got Schrader, Malik, Corrigan. I think it's Corrigan or Vandenboss. Vandenboss and Drake. Yeah, it's Drew Vandenboss, not Liam Corrigan. Beavers hold the puck in and centered, but broken up by Huss. Huss of Springboro. Passes up ahead. He has it stripped away. Loose puck along this near wall, picked up by Kilgore. He couldn't control it. Comes over to Cannon Boom Boom Brown. Brown's pass stolen by Evan Schrader. He walks in and shoots, and the save made by Schroeder. Here's a rebound picked up by Malik, but comes off his stick. Here comes Murrow the other way for Springboro. Moves in and scores! Mikey Murrow walked in on the Beaver net, and the puck came off of his stick as he crossed through the slot area in front of the net, but he gained control of it and was able to get a swiping shot from a bad angle at the side of the net, and it goes in, and the Panthers now lead it 2-0. So Mikey Murrow. And now a shot to Beavers score! Who was that, guys? Austin Alfaro is able to score. The Beavers finally solve Landon Schroeder. After 5 periods of play of shutout hockey, Austin Alfaro is the player that is able to dent the Springboro net. So it's 2-1 now, Panthers. Here's Gavin Belanger. Works around Newroff. Cuts back to the corner. Tries to center. Puck is loose in front of the Beaver net. And trying to get a whack at it for the Panthers was Detmer. But it's cleared away down the ice. Foot race between Keys and Haywood. Keys is rammed into the boards by Haywood. Here's Gavin Belanger the other way. His long shot is up high off the boards. Picking up the loose puck, Malik. Malik couldn't control the puck. It beat him to the Springboro net, and it's cleared away by Schroeder to Belanger. Belanger cuts behind the Beaver net, works around in front. Shot is blocked. Another shot wide of the Beaver net. And now we've got a whistle as a Beaver player is down. That is Matt Haywood, it looks like. He and a Springboro player were tangled up in a tussle, and I believe it's a Springboro penalty. So a check behind the back by Gavin Belanger. First penalty of the game on Springboro. Big chance for the Beavers to try to tie this game. 10:52 to go in regulation. And I don't believe that they would play overtime in this tournament. This tournament is just like we had with the Frozen Creek, in that they go by points in each period. So if the game ended in a tie, I do not think they would play any overtime. Now they're discussing things at the referee table. Belanger talking to the official. So he is in for 5 minutes. So it's a big 5-minute major penalty on Belanger. There's a Brighting fanning on a shot. Loose puck Malik. Malik's pass gets through down the ice. Newroth back to get it. Chase Newroth rushing on left wing into the Springboro zone. Chase behind the net. Trying to center. Here's Haywood, a shot. And that's blocked in front. Holding the puck in, Brighting. His shot is caught by Landon Schroeder. And he'll hold on to it. Now we have some type of discussion. There's a broken stick on the ice. Ethan Malik took a kick at it. I don't know if there's something going on. There's a conference. Let's see. Certainly don't want to see any of the Beavers get penalized here. They have a 5-minute power play. Okay, no penalties there. Face off just outside the Panther blue line. Here's Drew Vandenboss trying to throw the puck in front. And it kicks off to the far board. Newroth after it in the corner. Poke checked away. Loose puck, Drake. Wrist shot. Deflects wide and up over the glass. And we'll have a face-off. Gavin Belanger in the penalty box for another 4 minutes. Check behind the back was the call on him. One of the leading point men on the Panthers, so his absence is an advantage for the Beavers, as well as having the numeric advantage. Loose puck, Grayson Sanders over the Beaver line. Short-handed shot, stick save by Horseman. Rebound is flipped back to center ice by Drake. To Malik. Over the Panther line, Ethan Malik. Drops it back to Drake. Drake centering. It's off a stick to Tyler Calander. Left point. Left wing circle, Newroth. Up to Drake, winds up, fires. It's blocked by Harold. That probably didn't feel good. Here's Tyler Calander for Newroth. Chase has the puck come off his stick, and Grayson Sanders is able to clear it away. Back is Calander. Just under 3 minutes left in the Beaver major power play. Here's Calander moving in, a shot, and Schroeder the save. Nice move by Calander. Behind the net, Malik lost his footing and goes down. The puck comes in on Schroeder. He'll hold on to it. 2:38 to go in the Beaver major power play. 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Springboro up 2-1. Goals by Detmer and Murrow. The Beavercreek goal scored by Austin Alfaro. Here is Hayden Drake at the blue line. Drake drops it off to Haywood. Haywood along the blue line. Tangles up along the wall with Newroth. Panthers able to carry the puck out. Nice check on Huss by Drake to break up Huss. Here comes the centering pass to Malik. A shot, they score! Ethan Malik on the setup by Newroth. A power play goal, and the Beavers tie the game at 2 apiece. And of course, because the Belanger penalty was a major penalty, that means he remains in the box. The Beavers scoring does not eliminate the remainder of his power play as it would if it were a minor penalty. So Beavers still with a one-man advantage for another 2 minutes. Tied the game up at 2. Boy, if the Beavers could pull this game out, it would be a major statement, not just for the Miami Valley Freeze tournament, but for the Swashel. Here's Drake, a blast is blocked. Because the Beavers have defeated Alter, defeated Troy, but their loss in the league was to Springboro. So if they could knock off the Panthers today, and the Beavers would be at least psychologically in a very good position when you look at the Swashel. We're past the midway point of the third period, 7:07 to go in the game. Grayson Sanders will square off with Ethan Malik. Here's Drake to Haywood. Matt Haywood in through center ice over the Springboro line. Pass Harold. Cuts behind the net. Matt Haywood looking to make a play. Drops it back to Drake. Back to Haywood. Matt Haywood looking to center, but it gets through. It was intended for either Malik or Vandenboss, but it got through both of them, and back go the Beavers to circle, and they have to get back on side. Here's Calander. He'll shovel the puck in the Springboro zone. Drake holds it in. Pass along the line to Calander. Tyler has it poke checked away. A foot race. Back comes Grayson Sanders at the Beaver net. A shot. Pad save by Big Haas. Now here's Hayden Drake for the Beavers. Looking to center for Newroth. He's bumped off the puck as he tried to get a tip on it. There's a shot. Schroeder the save and a whistle. There's the penalty to Belanger now is killed off. 5:46 to play in the game. And do we have a penalty on this play? Matt Haywood of the Beavers is going in. What's that penalty, guys? Oh, I thought he did something like this. I didn't. Huh? I thought tripping. They signal it down here toward the legs. The ref just went like this. I didn't know. So tripping minor on Matt Haywood. So the Panthers have an opportunity now to retake the lead. Here's Boom Boom Brown. He's knocked off the puck by Malik. Malik getting his shot away. Here come the Panthers. That is Detmer. His rush toward the net is broken up. Here's Belanger. He knocks Brading down. Gavin Belanger looking to center. Puck is loose in front of the Beaver net. Panthers hold it in. Grayson Sanders along the wall to Detmer, but the Beavers are able to clear it away. 1 minute left in the Springboro power play. Here's Grayson Sanders. He's rammed into the boards there by Evan Schrader. Loose puck, Vandenboss for Beavercreek. Drew Vandenboss slides it into the Panther zone. Puck carried back in by Huss. That he is checked into the boards. One of the Beaver player is down. It's Schrader. And there's a whistle. Schrader is back on his feet. And let's see, do we have a call against Springboro? Rob Hoppy says a roughing minor on Big Dave Huss of Springboro. So he knocks Schrader down against the wall and therefore will go in the box. .31 seconds left in the Haywood penalty, and then the Beavers will have a 1.5-minute power play. There's 4:17 to go in the game. From the face-off in the Springboro zone. Puck is tipped. Here comes Sanders in the clear. The shot. He scores. No goal, no goal. No goal. I thought it looked like he was celebrating, but no, Haas keeps it out. Boy, what a big moment in this game that was. And now we've got another whistle. Boy, Grayson Sanders came down all alone. It looked like he was celebrating after his shot, but Big Haas was able to sprawl across the goal mouth and keep it out. Referee Hoppy signaling that safe sign, no goal. Boy, what a big moment in this game that was to keep the game tied up at 2 apiece. Because Grayson Sanders, all of a sudden, he popped in off the bench and he just had nothing but white ice in front of him. Big Haas equal to the task. Here's Calander of Beavercreek. Over for Newroth. Over the Panther line to Malik. Back to Newroth. Here's Newroth in the near corner. Shot, and it's blocked. Loose puck. Calander shooting right on, and a pad save by Landon Schroeder. 46 seconds left in the Beaver power play. There's 3:03 left in the game. From the face-off, there's Grayson Sanders. Shovels it ahead. Intended for Detmer. It's broken up. Here's Chase Newroth. He'll drop it off at the red line to Haywood. Haywood backs up to his own blue line. Lost it to Sanders. Here's Sanders again trying to get a breakout, but this time there are several Beavers in the zone to break that up. Here comes Drake. Moving it ahead to Malik. His shot is wide. Puck ricochets all the way down the ice behind the Beaver net. Here's Hayden Drake, I'm sorry. Drake's pass ahead to Malik. He lost his footing and goes down. Here's Drake to Newroth. Newroth for Haywood over the Springboro line. Matt Haywood a shot, and it's steered to the corner by Landon Schroeder. Penalties killed off now. Teams at full strength. Here comes Murrow over the Beaver line. Shot wide. Detmer along the near wall. Is tied up there by Hayden Drake. Drake rims it around the far side to center ice. Loose puck Belanger. Belanger will shovel it behind the Beaver net. 1:27 to go. 2-2 the score. Detmer prodding at the puck in the Beaver zone along the boards. Here is Liam Corrigan of Beavercreek. Pass up ahead, intercepted. Now it's flipped back to neutralized by Drake. Here's Gavin Belanger. Up ahead to Kilgore. For Detmer. Detmer will shovel it from center ice on net. Steered aside by Big Haas. 45 seconds to go. Again, if this game ends in a tie, I do not believe there will be any overtime. Here's Gavin Belanger. Half a minute to go. Belanger pass to Harold. Gets past him off the wall and down the ice. It'll be icing against Springboro. So the Beavers have a chance to pull this game out. They've got a face-off in the Springboro zone with 28 seconds to go. Newroth. Face-off won by the Panthers. Haywood is able to steal the puck, however, in the corner. Puck is centered. There's Drake. A shot is swept wide. Here comes Grayson Sanders. Checked by Brighting. Loose puck is shot on net by Detmer. Just 3 seconds left, and we've got a whistle. And the Panthers are going to, with a second and a half to go, pull the goalie for an extra attacker. There's a shot at the Beaver net by Huss. Kicked out by Big Haas, and that does it. Exciting game today. The Beavercreek Beavers come back and tie the game 2-2. Again, since this tournament is based on a period point system, I don't think they're going to do an overtime, but let's wait and see. I don't know what No, they're going to do a 5-minute overtime. Okay. How will this do with the point system on the? Is it just count toward the third period? I guess.
This is new.
Okay. So I can only assume that this 5-minute overtime, any goal by either team would count toward the third period is what I would assume. So, all right. We're doing 3-on-3. Grayson Sanders wins the opening face-off to Huss. Back to Melange to Sanders. Over the Beaver line. Sanders a shot. And the save made by Big Haas. He'll hold on to it. Face-off in the Beaver zone. Here's Grayson Sanders. We will square off with Chase Newroth. So 5-minute overtime from the face-off. Here's Grayson Sanders trying to stick handle in front. A shot, pad save, rebound Huss. Shot blocked. Another shot, they score! Dave Huss on the rebound. 2 rebounds. And the Panthers swarm in front of the Beaver net as they pull the game out by a final score of 3-2. Hey, Anna, can you go down and get the score sheet or a picture of the score sheet? We'll try to get the score sheet, folks, and see if we can get all the goals and assists in this game, and then we'll figure our 3 stars. Well, what a great contest. I'll tell you what. Shots 37-34 Beavers.
Yep.
So shots favoring Beavercreek 37-34. Well, a thriller at Hobart Arena on this Saturday morning. Springboro held a 1-0 lead after 2 periods. Things looked pretty bleak, and especially when Johnny Murrow gave the Panthers a 2-0 lead, things looked really bleak. But then Austin Alfaro immediately after that put the Beavers on the board. And then a nice setup from Chase Newroth to Ethan Malik on a power play tied the game. Yeah, let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, so now I've got the official score sheet. First goal of the game was Charlie Detmer, assisted by Luke Harold. Second goal of the game was Mikey Murrow, assisted by Peyton Johnson. For the Beavers, Austin Alfaro, assisted by Matt Haywood and Chase Newroth. And then it was Ethan Malik, and they had that as unassisted. Malik's goal to tie it up. And then the final goal of the game was Dave Huss, assisted by Grayson Sanders. See you guys later. See you guys later.
Got to get this one a little quicker.
Okay.
They're waiting to set up on those.
Okay. All right. So that's the goal scored. Let's do a 3 stars real super quick, because we have to get out of here. Let's do the number 3 star to Austin Alfaro for scoring his first goal of the season. The number 2 star of the game, we'll give that to Ethan Malik. Ethan had a really nice game. Dave Huss will be the number 1 star of the game for Springboro for scoring the game winner in overtime. The hard hat, I'll give the hard hat today to Gavin Belanger of Springboro. So we'll shut things down. Again, the final score, we'll be back at 6 o'clock this evening for the Beavers against Sylvania Southview. The final score in this game this morning in overtime, the Springboro Panthers 3 and the Beavercreek Beavers 2. Until this evening, for videographer Anna Malik and our producer engineer Craig Newroth, Kent Jacobs saying good morning, everybody, from Hobart Arena in Troy.